Good morning, LVCP. Mr. Gross here. Just want to let you guys know that I've invited a NASA engineer from the Ames Research Center to come talk to us on Tuesday, December 11th during the advisory period. He's going to be talking to us about rockets and space flight in terms of energy and work and power. And so all the stuff that we're talking about in physics right now is kind of what he's going to discuss in his lecture. So you can expect about a 30-minute talk, and he's going to have a 15-minute question and answer session at the end. Now, let's go over a couple rules about having a town hall and a guest speaker. So the first rule is to pay attention and be respectful of the speaker's time. So keep the side conversations to a very bare minimum and make sure that you are actively paying attention because he's going to be providing a lot of really cool information. If you do have a question, it is polite to raise your hand and wait for him to call on you if you can't wait for that 15-minute Q&A session at the end. Now, you will report to your advisory periods on Tuesday, and then anybody interested, mostly the physics students, but anybody is welcome to come. You guys can then go to the MPR quickly and quietly and file in, and then as soon as we're ready, we'll go ahead and get started with the lecture. So hope to see everybody there on Tuesday. Have a great day.
Hi again, everyone. It's Mr. Novello. I'm just here to give you a little bit of information about what you'll be doing with your groups today while you work on the Catapult project. So for the first 8 minutes or so, we'd like you guys to talk with your group and make sure that each and every one of you knows exactly what component that you are responsible for. Remember, your grade will be based on the component that you work on, so you better be clear what component you're responsible for, so make sure that you can work on it and do a good job with it. The next 12 or so minutes will be for giving updates. Okay, so that's about 2 minutes per component. So people doing the essay will give a quick little update to the group, how the essay is going, what struggles are they having, what's going good, what help do they need. Okay, blueprint people, how are the blueprints going, what struggles, what help do they need, et cetera, okay? So first, we're gonna make sure everyone's clear what they're doing. Second, we're gonna give little progress updates from each component. And then last, for the rest of the period, we'll have some time to work on your specific component for the project. So if you're working on the essay, you should be working on outlines for your essays. If your outlines are done, you should begin doing research for the historical essay. If your outlines and your research are done, go ahead and start writing the thing. If you've already written the thing, go ahead and start editing the thing. If it's already written and it's edited, well then help someone else because you've done a great job. Okay, if you're working on blueprints, please make sure that you collaborate with the other person. Make sure you know what program you want to use. I imagine most of you will use Google SketchUp. That's what I recommend. But if there's something else that someone loves, that's fine. Just make sure you share it with the group so that everyone knows. You guys decide what program you're going to use. Once you decide what program you're going to use, please start doing the model for the base at least. If the base is complete, go on to the arm and the cup. If the whole thing's complete, help another piece of the project. Okay, help another component. If you're doing the video diary, you should take this time to get some footage of your group working, okay? Maybe interview them about how the progress is going. Maybe you want to actually do some interview where people are giving their progress updates. So then you'll have a really clear idea, that'll already be done. If you're doing the lab, you should be doing experimenting. You should be collecting data from the model catapults. If you've already collected your data, you should begin on the analysis. If you're working on the coat of arms, then you should find out what symbols people in your group feel represent them. So it'd probably be a good idea to look at the coat of arms from the groups of 6 and talk with people, figure out what they liked, what they don't like, so you can go on and start on the coat of arms. If you've already made it for the group of 12, you've already done all this stuff, go help another component. Okay, finally, if you are doing the final model, if that's your component, if you have materials and you brought them, we'll go ahead and start building. If you didn't have materials already, please make a very detailed list of what materials that you'd like to use. Please do not make this a shopping list for your parents to go to Lowe's and buy you a bunch of stuff. Be creative with your materials and with your process of how you're going to build this stuff. All right, guys, get to it. Have a good time.